Hi, my name's Cynda and I'm with Choice Medical Group. We're going to do a craft today that's a little bit of fun for you and very bright and exciting. This is going to be our, what we would call our New Year's Eve or even a Mardi Gras type of wreath. Just a handful of simple supplies and that to put this together. We'll go over them quickly. It's very bright and exciting. We'll have our little wreath. We will wrap our garlands around it. We have some Mardi Gras type beads, some party blowhorns. We're going to need our glue gun with our glue sticks, a wire cutter because we're going to be cutting up one of these bowling holders, and that these are all items that you can pick up at the dollar store. Very inexpensive, but a ton of fun. Short, quick video, so let's get started. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to get our little wreath. Now, some of you will be getting this wreath. Others of you will find other kinds. The most important thing is it's not an overly large wreath, and that in order to use 1 to 2 of these little wreaths, or little garlands that you can buy again at the dollar store. Some will only need 1. Some will like it really full and want to do a couple and that. But we're going to start off right now getting this going. First thing I'm going to do is open up this garland package. Make sure that my glue gun is getting hot. Yes, it is. Okay. Open this up. Get to this one end here. And I'm going to put a little dab of glue on here and get this going. But I'm also going to, whoops, that's hot. I'm going to take some paper clips and snap them in half. I'm going to use my little wire cuts here just to secure this more into the foam on this particular wreath. And it'll help hold that in place. I happen to get this Mardi Gras type wreath, which makes it a little fun for either the New Year's wreath or for Mardi Gras. Let's see here, make sure this is all stretched out. And we're just going to start wrapping this around. Tuck it through and around. Definitely a simple move. Make sure my little masks are sticking out because I think they're absolutely adorable. Now, if you decide that you just don't have enough of a garland that you want to add more, you can add easily, find another garland of some variety and add that to it. Almost every holiday, for some reason, has garlands. So far, this is doing just fine with just this one. As I wrap, I'm going to spread it a little bit and see how much coverage I get. Round and round. This one's sure a lot of fun with all these Mardi Gras masks on them. Very simple items to have the garlands, and that we're just going to get, and you can get any color of these party horns that you want. I got the rainbow colored ones because if you know by now, I like glitter and I like color. Spread out. So, I'm going to stretch this around, see if we can cover the whole thing with just the one. I think with a little glue, we can set this all up into one. I don't even need a second garland on this, it's so full. So let me find my end down here. Find out where we started over here. And I'm going to match these two up. Another dab of glue. Got that secured there, and I'm going to take the other part of that paper clip. And because this is foam, it does make it much easier to secure these garlands down. Use a little something to push on that so I don't push into that hot glue with my finger. Okay, then we're just going to kind of even this out around, add some little blips of glue, like here and there, to make sure that it stays in its place. I just think this is so pretty. So simple. Coming right along. Get a little more glue in here. I'll spread this. Because I don't have a big glue gun, sometimes it's a little harder to get these in. Glue there. I'm sure there's a bunch of you out there that like color as much as I do. So you have fun finding the garlands and the colors that you like. Simplest thing to find are those little balloon holders. And these little things here, they come in all kinds of colors for all kinds of events. Birthdays, New Year's. And I think the only one I didn't find for was for Christmas. I was kind of surprised, but I guess we don't do a lot of balloons on Christmas. So there, we've got this much started. Now we're going to take some of our Mardi Gras beads here. Find a color that we like. They come in different colors. I think I'm going to try a set of, let's see, those green ones I think will stand out for me. And in order to put these on, I did the same thing. I've taken my wire cutters. I've taken a set of small paper clips. And I've cut these so I have these little U-shaped hooks. And I'm going to use those as I go along, putting these different beads on here because they definitely help hold them in place. So the first set I'm going to do, I'm going to take this holder, I'm going to put it in the end of my necklace, at the end of my beads here, or bead necklace. Push that in. And take a little bit, find my glue gun here. And I'm going to add a little bit of glue right to the end of those beads. Let's see if I can get it drop all the way down in there. And that is going to hold it in place. And then I'm going to take these beads and I'm just going to kind of string them around, letting them drape over each other. And as soon as I have those all down where I like them, I'm going to come back again with some of these little paper clips. I'm going to kind of secure each one of those. This is so much fun getting back together again. I know it's been a while. Can't wait till we can get back in person. this I'm just taking these little paper clips, and right there where the intersection of each of these is, I'm securing it with that. And then I'm going to put a little dab of glue just on each of these things. It actually doesn't even show up later because of all the sparkle. It just looks like it's added to it, just to help keep the beads a little separated. This way when we hang it up, they don't all fall to one side. A little glue under there. So remember, the intersections of each of the beads you're going to do with your clip. And then the sides, just a dab of glue. Okay. Very, very simple so far, huh? It's kind of fun doing things that are just a little bit on the simple side, but make such a pretty addition to our decorative things in our home. That one's got a little glue. That one does too. Okay, I'm going to turn this around and do the same thing on the other side. I think on this side, I think I am going to just use the same color beads. A little consistency to it. Okay, so we're going to wrap these around. And we're going to secure them in place the same as we did the others. And the other thing we're going to do is we're going to take these little horns. I'm going to put a little glue on this one. I'm going to stick it right there. Put that mask underneath it. And let's see, I think I would like another little horn. Where do we want it? Let's just put it right here. Another little horn. I think I'll put this one with that gold one. I want to keep that little funny face hanging out right there too. And now we're going to have some fun with this. When you unwrap this, you're going to find that it has different pieces. Some of this little grass. I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to put a little glue on it. And I'm going to just stick a little bit down in there so that this piece sticks off to the side like that. Hold it for just a moment, let it set up. And I'm going to do that all the way around. And down in the center of this, you will find this fun little piece here. And for me, I just clipped a few of these off. I stuck that little wire down inside the garland to help hold it in place. And so we have this, bend it down a little bit. And because they are wires, you can move them around a little, add your fun to them, I think. So we have that. I'm going to cut some more. Let's see, I think I'll cut another little starry piece. I'm going to put it down over here. Sticking it in there. Cut a few more of these little goodies off. supposed to hold there. I'm going to use that to hold it up for a minute, and I'll straighten that out shortly. Some of these I can get to come apart, some not so much. If you can't get yours apart, we're just going to use our wire clippers. And I want that to be a really fun spray. So I'm going to stick that right in there. As you can see, we are definitely getting a fun piece here. Little hot glue, little sparklies. And let's see what else I can put on here. Add some more flare down here. Make sure these beads are all really well secured. Remember, just use those paper clips to hold at those intersections. I'm just going to add a little extra glue in here. Put as much of this extra frill on as you like. Let me see if I can get this out of the way and give you an idea of just how beautiful our little wreath is going to be. Add some more if you'd like. Put some more of these little frills over here. But I definitely think this was a fun and bright piece to work with. Super, super simple. I want some of those little frillies sticking right up next to my little mask and my little blowhorns here. Nobody allowed to fall off. Extra glue. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this craft as much as I did. Looking forward to getting back together with you again soon.